Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for God's Song by Hillsong United. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you want to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and you don't need a capo today. And let's get started. Alright, so again, you don't need a capo for this song and it's in the key of C, so here are the chords you need to know. C, of course. F, G, A minor, and D minor. Now some chord charts might go very specific and tell you to play certain chords different ways. Sometimes you might see a C over E, so I'm going to just go with the basics here. If you know how to play a C over E, it's really just playing the same shape I showed you, just adding the low E string. So let's talk about how I'm playing each of those chords. Starting with your C chord, put your index finger on the B string, 1st fret, then put your middle finger on the D string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret. So to play a regular C, just avoid strumming the low E, and that's the C chord. And if you wanted to play a C over E, like some chord charts might suggest, just go and strum everything. To play A minor, you can just lift off that ring finger and you have an A minor 7. You can stick with that, which sounds like this. Or you can put that ring finger back down, but in the 2nd fret space and on the G string. Now let's talk about F. You can play it several different ways. You can play it the barred version, you can play the traditional way, but I like to call this version the F2 because it uses an open G, and you can put your ring finger and pinky down the A and D strings of the 3rd fret, keep your index finger on the B string 1st fret like you did for A minor and C, and your middle finger is just kind of hovering over the strings like that, and you're going to avoid strumming the E strings. There's your F chord. Now you can play the barred version, which sounds fuller, but I would suggest trying to stick with the F2 because some of the chord changes in the song happen very quickly, so you might benefit from the F2. Last but not least, G. You're going to put your pinky on the high E, 3rd fret, ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret. Your middle finger also goes on the 3rd fret, but way on top on the low E string, and your index finger goes on the A string, 2nd fret. This is G. And before I forget, D minor, put your ring finger again on the B string, 3rd fret, middle finger goes on the G string, 2nd fret, and your index finger goes on the high E, 1st fret. Now you're going to have to avoid strumming the low E and A strings for this. Again, this is D minor. Alright, that about does it for chords, and I will be honest, this song is extremely keyboard driven, and there's a lot of cool electric guitar parts, but the acoustic gets a little lost in the mix. I'm sure it's in there somewhere, but there's no real definitive part. So if you have a smaller worship team or a smaller band to work with, you might want to consider mirroring what the keyboard is doing, especially at the beginning. And I'll show you how to do that after we play through the song, but don't worry, I'll put the chords on screen for you, and I'll say them as we go along. So, here we go. F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, G, A minor, C, D minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, F, C, A minor, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, G, A minor, C, D minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, F, G, A minor, C, D minor, F, G, A minor, F, G, C, A minor, G, C, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, A minor, G, C, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, A minor, C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, A minor, C, F, D minor, C, A minor, C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, A minor, C, F, D minor, C, A minor, C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, A minor, C, F, D minor, C, A minor, C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, A minor, C, F, D minor, C, A minor, C, G, A minor, C, F, C, G, A minor, C, F, D minor, C. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. So let's break down the main parts of the song and what I'm kind of doing through each part. So for the beginning, I'm playing the chords that the keyboardist is playing, but I'm also trying to pick out the melody that they're doing too. So for example, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, G. And it's the pull off on the B string that really makes that line work. So also notice that I'm hiding my pick in my hand. I like to do that when I'm finger picking, but I have to strum later on in the song. You can choose to put that on a music stand or put it in your lap, whatever works for you. But I like to keep it in my hand so that it's just a quick change when I'm going to strum. So let's break that down. I'm kind of focusing on the A string, the G, and the B when I'm plucking that. So for the F chord, I'm just kind of using those three. And then C, same thing, A minor, then F, C, A minor, G, my thumb goes to the lowest string, low E, and I stay on the B and G, and then the pull off on B, first fret. It's not perfect, but again, if you don't have a keyboardist and you want to mirror that line, that's totally up to you. So I stuck with finger picking at least through the first chorus and then into the instrumental. That's when I just kind of strum some whole notes. So you could do that, or you can stick with finger picking through the first half up until the bridge. Speaking of which, I think the bass is prominent in the song, especially in the bridge. And of course, it really kicks in on verse 3. Now, when I did those same chords for the intro, you're going to use those chords for verse 3, and I'm going to hammer on for the A minor. So now you can get your pick out, and I'm doing this. F, C, A minor. Let's do that again. F, C, A minor. So I'm kind of pulling off, letting the D and G strings kind of ring out, and then hammering back on with the middle finger and ring finger. You can choose to do that. I know it's not really in the song, but it's cool if you don't have a bass player. Last but not least, let's cover the very end, and this is where strumming really kicks into high gear for the last few bridges. So I'm starting on C. And of course, I can't go through all the chords there for the sake of time, but you get the idea. Just down, up, down, up, down, up. Very simple. You can choose to syncopate a little bit, but be aware that the time signature changes a few times in the song, at least according to the song select chart. And I can't really go too much in depth because of copyright, but just be aware that the time signature does change. If your church has the resources, go ahead and check out the song select chart, because I think it would benefit you, especially if you're playing through the song, just because of all the time signature changes. All right, thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment below on what else you want to see in the future, and I hope to make more videos pretty soon. All right, thanks so much and have a great week. God bless.